And we're back! Last time we successfully got the amulet. We duplicated it via this portrait. Because apparently when you take a picture of someone carrying a powerful artifact, it creates the possibility of that artifact being in the otherware. And so we went in there, we took it from him. We solved a kind of ambiguous puzzle involving this clock. But it wasn't too bad, I guess. Alright, next. I gotta go give this amulet to Hugh here.
Yes.
Yes.
Is there something
Is
else?
there something else? I have the amulet. Here it is.
I have the amulet.
Oh,
Here it is.
oh no!
I didn't think you could do it.
I forgot. Did I not just
Now
turn
I
off
have
voices?
No doubts that
Okay.
you're perfect for the Brotherhood. Come with me.
Alright, well, we're gonna hear a little bit of voice acting. Hugh strides to the door with you tagging behind. He leads you up the front of the tower with motions too quick to follow. Rendered in the blink of an eye, he has opened a concealed door. He ducks inside and motions you to follow. To follow.
This is the Tower of the Brotherhood, my friend. You'll come to know it well. To the right is the storeroom where we keep the key crystals. You'll learn more about those after you've joined. In front is the legendary treasure room, and to the left is the initiation room. It is here that we go. I noticed that you've taken a beating recently. This healing salve should help. A good assassin is never without it. Wait here. I will be back in an hour or so to proceed with the initiation.
I wonder if he
Try
knows
not
we
to think about the
lost a
pain
fight with a
involved.
12-year-old kid. And whether or not that would have him reject our joining. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I took that opportunity to put chapstick on. Okay, let's turn off voices. Okay, so we are in the tower. We got a table. It's got some strawberry jam on it. Ooh, look at the strawberry jam. The table is rough-hewn and covered with an old and faded stains. It looks suspiciously like blood, but are in fact strawberry jam. People are making sandwiches in here. This looks kind of like a kitchen space, or a prep room at least. You know, you got all of the people in here. You got all of your sandwich and fixins here. You got like lettuce, peppers, mushrooms. You know, different types of cheese. Yeah. And right here, there's like a side of, I can't think of a side that uses strawberry jam. How about like some chocolates or something? I could see people putting strawberry jam on chocolates. Or maybe it's a peanut butter and jelly bar. Oh my god, can I work here? Okay. Can we get on the table? You jump up on the table, look around, and climb back down again. Of all these dumb little things that it lets you do. And for whatever reason, they decided to write them out. I mean, like, why did they bother to add this option? Maybe just because they are great designers and knew that people would want to get on the table. Can I push the table? I can push the table. Ah, I see. We're going to this. Open the shutter. You climb up the stained table and flip open the shuttered window. The sun bursts through the opening, somewhat obscured by the distinct shape of the floating continent of Sharthea. Okay. Can I go through the window? The window is too small to fit through. Arianis the sun obscured by the floating continent of Arshea, signs through the mist and into the room. Okay. Woo! Oh. Excuse me. Oh my god, I'm allergic to Sharthea. Okay. Let's look at Sharthea through the marmalade. The continent is miles away. Without taking a long trip, you're not going to get the jar of marmalade anywhere near it. Well, let's get started now. Can I hold this out and get it struck by lightning? No. Okay. Ooh, I know how to do this. Where is it? Okay. No, this. Clank, that's not one of them. Tilt. It's a thunk. Okay, that's the last one. Clack, that's the first one. That must mean that the other one is... Alright, so this one was fake. This was the thunk, and this was the clack. Okay, so that must mean it goes... shake... pull... tilt. Cool, I like it. It's a very cute system. Not complicated, but very satisfying to do. What's in here? Oh, I know what to do. I'm going to assume this is some sort of security field. The field of light is definitely magical. It glows the same eerie red hue as the gem above. The gem is larger than any jewel you've ever seen. It is set in the ceiling and throws a circle of magic light onto the floor below. Can I enter it? You walk right up to the wavering field and tentatively place a foot inside the circle of light. A few sparks fly and pain shoots up your leg. You jump back with a yelp. For a few moments, you nurse your smoking foot and fervently hope no one heard your rather loud reaction. Okay, I know what to do here. And these are the key crystals. We're going to cast motion. Yeah, ooh. Oh. I thought this would have become a new NPC. You trace the lines of the spell in the air. The magic envelops the statue. For a few moments, nothing seems to happen. Suddenly, the still form quivers. Stone legs, never intended to walk, uproot themselves. The statue begins to move jerkily towards you. With every step, it breaks apart. Stone fragments fall away from newly made joints. As soon as it's made its way out of the glowing field, it collapses in a heap. The crystal necklace remains on the statue's neck, but safely outside the killing field. Y'all, I'm gonna take the statue. Even the smallest piece of the statues are too big to lug around. Okay. Is there anything else in here? I don't think so. Alright, so that leaves this thing. Alright, pops out again. Ruby hand slides in the wall and then pops out again. Marble hand pops out again. Is one of these not going to pop out again? Pops out again. 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 Okay. I do remember the hint for this. It said that they had a door installed with a bunch of hands printed on them, made of different materials, and they had to be pushed in a specific order. So this is, we need to figure out the code. Is that what this is for? The first reads by their time to die. The second line reads Sharthea, Hestia, Shagra, Waylandia, Aristagon. By their time to die. Is this rearrangeable? Their time to die by. Die to by their time. By? If this U wasn't here, we could kind of arrange it by, like, age. You know what I mean? Like, the age of the stones. By their time to die. Wait, isn't this the continent that's outside the window? Maybe that's related? B-U-Y. S-H-S-U. B-T-T-T. There's way too many T's. B-U-Y. B-U-Y. Ruby. Marble. Bloodstone, opal, topaz, hyacinth, umber, U. Ah, very cool, very cool. The U wand slides into the wall and then pops out again. You hear a quiet rumble, like hidden gears turning. Slowly the wall splits and swings open to reveal a hidden chamber beyond. I will say that maybe connecting it to this random room on the side, it wasn't very cool. But it was obvious enough because it was the only hint in the area. For a treasure room, this chamber is surprisingly bare. Its only distinguishing feature is the platform in the center. You step onto the wide platform to get a better view of the entire room. I'm going to save because I feel like this has a high chance of killing me. Alright. Pedestal. You lay the crystal necklace on the pedestal into the indentation that frames the flattened top. Light erupts from the pedestal and soon envelops the entire chamber. When your eyesight is cleared, you notice that the room is filled with treasure, coins and gems, of course, but also ancient artifacts of inestimable value. Wow! Oh my god, they had just zero organization. Crystal globe. Guess I'll take the crystal globe. Treasure handbook. Take the handbook. Take the book of Priyan. Ah! What was that I've forgotten, like, why I came here to begin with. What was I needed? What was it that I needed? I needed... Oh, I needed the manual for the Kixie Winsy. That's right, okay. On your way back, you slip on some of the loose gems lying on the floor. You fall headfirst onto the hard surface of the platform. The impact stirs an involuntary yelp of pain. The noise echoes out the opening hall. In the wall down to the tower's main hall. Before you can get to your feet, a guard comes bursting into the chamber, led by Hugh himself. He looks furious, and then calms himself and smiles. I like you. You're a thief after my own heart. Unfortunately, we can't suffer someone who's tried to steal from the Brotherhood to live. I'll try to make this as painless as possible. He draws out a wicked-looking dirk and advances towards the platform. Okay. We got Gar, we got Hugh, we got Hugh. Can we look at Hugh? Hugh steps up onto the platform and with one graceful moment slides the way. Oh. I just wanted to look at him. Okay. I know what to do. I believe I know what to do. We'll grab this. We grab this, we grab this. So we have one action, and it's to take this necklace, isn't it? Take. Ha! Get wrecked. You snatch the key crystals from the pedestal. This causes the contents in the room to be transported back to the space between realities. Fortunately for you, this doesn't include the person standing on the platform. Unfortunately for Hugh and the guard, this happens to include them. Wearing expressions of disbelief, they fade away along with the remainder of the treasure. Yep, now they have to repopulate the Otherwhere universe with just them two. They're going to have a lot of... They're going to be exploring each other's bodies very intimately. Okay. I guess the guard is now gone and I can leave. The street rat rushes out of the alley right up to you.
I can't believe it! You got out of the tower alive! No thief has ever survived!
He stops and considers, then looks rather afraid.
We've got to get out of here! Screw Ash isn't safe for either of us! The Brotherhood rules the city and they'll kill us when they find us!
You race back to the elven ship with the street rat in tow. King Stefan's troop captain hauls up the rope ladder as you climb aboard. A few hand signals from the captain send the crew scurrying, and shortly the ship lifts off. This was very, very cool. Oh my. After a quick flight, the ship touches back down on Drevlin. The street rat approaches you.
I've decided to stay on board until we reach the Volcarian Isles, where Stefan rules. I think I can live much better in human lands.
He flashes an evil smile and grabs the lockpick and the pry bar from you.
I'll need these to get started. You understand, I'm sure.
So he intends to become a thief? Smiling, you climb down the ladder and wander into the Dwarven caverns. From that vantage, you watch the ship depart into the stormy sky. You take inventory of your possessions and note that the rat has also lifted the necklace of key crystals. Okay. Well, he took my key crystals. Alright, so I think we can talk to this guy now. First thing I want to do, though, is go turn in these pipes, just because they're taking up a massive amount of my inventory. Okay. So this is going to go in this approximate region. Sit here for a second. No, this isn't right. Something's off here. Let's try going. We need to change some gaps. So I think there has to be at least one that's facing this way. No, this can't be right. Okay. You carefully set all the fittings in place and make a connection between the two ends of the broken pipe section. It looks rather bizarre, but appears to be stable.
You know the deal. I'm not talking to you until the pipe is completely fixed. The way I see it, there's still a hole. Nothing works yet, so I got nothing to say.
A cork?
It's not working yet. I won't believe it until someone opens the master valve.
Okay. The valve produces a squeal as you turn it, which is soon accompanied by a low rumble. You hear the flow travel through the pipes along the wall and into the new section. Soon the whole room is filled with happy pumping sounds, and the old dwarf brightens up considerably.
Now what do you want?
Did you notice that the gods have left?
I did hear some yelling and stomping, but I just screamed for those stoneheads to keep it down. Is that what the commotion was all about? Well, good riddance, I say. They were a no-good bunch of charlatans anyway.
You agree that once the gods are gone and the pipes are fixed, you'd answer my questions.
That was our deal, I suppose. And since you did fix the Kixie Winsy, I guess I could spin a tale or two with you. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm looking for a piece of the world seal. It's a hexagonal piece of metal with a symbol etched onto it. I thought you might know where I can find it.
I don't remember any world seal. The only thing that comes close was a big statue I found years back in a chamber in one of the old tunnels. Carved into the base of the statue was a symbol framed by a hexagon, something like the one you described.
Where was this chamber located?
I found it when I was tracing a mineral vein that the Kixie Winsy was mining. But since the Kixie Winsy filled up the tunnel leading to it, I've forgotten precisely where it was located. If I had one of the old maps, I might be able to locate it. But I doubt such a map even exists anymore.
Well, if such a map did exist, where would I find it?
That's a tough one. I suppose you might find one wherever you find any other more of the ancient documents, but nobody reads them anymore. This map could be anywhere, or could have been destroyed. Those papers were pretty darn old.
How old are you really?
Old enough to recognize the smart-ass question when I hear one.
What is it that the Kixie Winsy does exactly?
Sonny, nobody knows exactly why the Kixie Winsy was created. The Mangers built it long ago, but even before my time. According to the legends, the Mangers intended the Kixie Winsy to take care of everyone, of all races and all realms. And before you ask, I don't have any idea what that means.
Can you tell me about the Mangers?
The Mangers created the Kixie Winsy. The dwarves worshipped them before the gods showed up. Some say that the Mangers would have been with us still, but something happened. Come close.
He drags you nearer and whispers,
I found a chamber that contains a statue of a manger. It was surrounded by crystal blocks with big people in them, much like yourself. I tried, but I couldn't open the blocks. I think those people inside, they were mangers.
That's all. Thanks for the help.
Yeah, sure.
Can I take the stool now? This continuous diatribe includes I think I've already seen that. You have no idea what I had to go through to get to these pipes.
I'm sure it was quite an adventure, just brimming with danger, intrigue, magic. I've told a tale or two like that myself, but I don't care about yours.
How does it feel to be up and running again?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sitting down. Can't you see very well?
Nothing right now, I'll be back. Okay. I mean, this stool is individually selectable. I wonder if there's... Can I push you? No. Kick. You slam your foot against the stool. He doesn't move, instead he launches into a lecture about how you should respect. Yeah, I think I've said this before. Okay. Well, I guess that's it. Let's go talk to the sleeping dwarf that we were never really able to talk to before. Wake. You sneak over to the sleeping dwarf and poke him. He grunts, mumbles 5 more minutes and promptly goes back to sleep. No. Cast a spell. Engage. Spell. Heat. Okay. I'm gonna cast Swap on him. You grab his hand and cast the spell. Magically, you and the sleeping dwarf change positions. He slumps to the floor face up and begins snoring, loudly as an earthquake. Before he causes a cave in, you grab the dwarf and prop him back on the chair and step away. Okay. He's clearly not really meant to be an interactable. What, can I go out here? What's out here now that the ship is gone? Okay, nothing. Alright, we have a crystal globe, a technical manual, and a book of Prion. We should look at these items too. Is there anything else we got? No. Let's take a look at the crystal globe. This is a perfect hollow globe, forged from flawless crystal. Undoubtedly, its worth is incalculable for its craftsmanship alone. However, it is also a Sartan artifact as well. I'm pretty sure this is the Kixie Wednesday manual, but let's read this. Prion. The adventure begins. It's got a symbol on it. Alright, before I do anything, I want to cast Identify. Unknown spell. Rune transfer? Onto paper. Okay, so it did have a rune. So I need to magically prepare something to receive the rune. Rune transfer. And I transferred onto the globe. Okay. I guess I have to find some sort of magically prepared service. Or maybe I can do it. Oh! I know what this is. This is the how to get to Prion. It is our hope that the reader has some acquaintance of the designs and motives of the plan. But should that not be so, we here offer a summary of events transpired, events in the making, and events still to come. Disorder reigns in the wake of the ongoing struggle between the Sartan and the patrons. The Mensch no longer know to whom to pray. A misguided few have actually begun to align themselves with the malevolent machinations of the patrons. If not for the patrons' inherent distrust of alliance and haphazard nature of their efforts, they might have already claimed victory. And yet the balance of power is shifting, and something must be done before the added support of millions of Mensch provides sufficient to grant the patrons the mastery they desperately crave. The plan was formulated by council leader Tsama. Though controversial, it shows great potential for success. History will judge its efficacy, but given Tsama's influence with the council, implementation of the plan seems a foregone conclusion. Tsama's plan calls for the world to be sundered into 5 realms, 4 to bear the imprint of the elements, 1 for air, 1 for fire, 1 for stone, and 1 for water. And a 5th, to constitute it is a typo, supervisory station for the Sartan and a reformatory for the patrons. The prison shall be named the Labyrinth, and woe to any consigned there. That much said, we must allow that the plan is not without flaw. The successful administering of these new realms will be contingent on our ability to manage the affairs of the Mensch. Millennia of wars, savagery, and racial intolerance have left them headstrong and unpredictable. But all previous attempts at direct intervention have only exacerbated the situation. It grows apparent that peace cannot be forced upon them, that they must arrive at peaceful solutions to their problems without outside interference. Consequently, we must temporarily remove ourselves from their affairs, though we remain steadfast in our belief that the challenges posed by new environments will enlighten the Mensch to the failings of their old ways. Each of the 4 realms will determine for itself when the 3 races of Mensch, elves, dwarves, and humans have achieved harmony. When that occurs, the Sartan will reveal themselves, for the purpose of leading the Mensch into an even grander future. For it is then that the final phase of the plan will be initiated, the linking of the 4 realms via the Death Gate. This coupling, so this means that the Sartan became hands-off gods, basically. They decided to just watch the elves, dwarves, and humans figure out their situation. And it, oddly enough, seems like they want to link the Death Gate so that all of the realms are connected. But that's also our goal. But I guess we want to do it before the Mensch are ready. Okay. This coupling is essential to the full workings of the plan, for the realms are not designed to be either self-sufficient or self-determining. When a 4-fold unification of the Mensch realms has been realized, the High Council of the Sartan will re-enter. The vortex and the spell of the Sunring will reach completion. We turn now to an analysis of one of the 4 elemental realms, the realm defined by fire, known henceforth as Prion. Much like our native world, Prion will be oblately spherical. It will, however, be hollow. Its exterior composed of inert rock, while its interior provides for a breathable atmosphere, arable soil, dense forests, and navigable oceans. Instead of populating the outer surface, Prion's Mensch will inhabit the inner curvature. Furthermore, 4 massive suns will be conjured in the center of the hollow to warm and light the interior. These suns will neither rise nor set. The ordinary cycles of life will change, but we are confident that the Mensch will, over time, adapt to these new conditions. After Prion has been forged, we will fashion a structure called the Citadel, whose purposes will be to funnel power through the Death Gate to the other realms. Prion's 4 suns are to be the source of that power. The Citadel will have ample space to accommodate the 3 Mensch races. What's more, the Citadel will serve as the Prion's unification test site. Each of the 3 races will be given a talisman that symbolizes its role in the new society. When representatives of the elves, the dwarves, and the humans unite at the Citadel and lay those talismans at the door, the Citadel will open. The Mensch will be rewarded with a glorious place in which to live, under the tutelage and enlightened guidance of the Sartan, who will arise to greet them. 2. The opening of the Citadel will summon a race of beings known as the Titans, who are designed to operate and service the Citadel. Not only will their size and strength permit them to endure the rigors of their tasks, but their specific magical gifts will enable them to protect themselves and the Citadel from harm. However, to ensure against the Titans using their endowments for any other purpose, we have devised a method to counteract the potential threat they pose to Mensch and Sartan alike. First, we have kept them sightless. Second, we have rendered their otherwise normal hearing responsive to a sequence of sounds, a string of fractioned tones that is unlikely to occur naturally. Whenever the sequence is enabled, for however long it continues, the Titans will be immobilized. The tune follows. Oh, nice. Actual sheet music. Sound and trance, the Titans will be vulnerable to a variety of behavior modification and/or enhancement spells. The spells will permit the Sartan to subjugate those included in their birth imprinting. Birth imprinting spells cater principally to basic self-defense and task-oriented Citadel operation, along with a specific summon command that directs the Titans to the Citadel when unification of the Mensch talismans occurs. Regrettably, the Titans, too, until their summoning, will inhabit the inner curvature of the Prion. But they will be so well removed from Prion's population centers that the possibility of encounter or interaction with the Mensch is remote. This concealment is more for the sake of the Mensch than the Titans. Faced with such intimidating foe, the Mensch might be quick to attack. And an attack against the Titans or the things under their care would only enable their very capable self-defenses, resulting in the maiming or killing of some Mensch. Okay, cool. Alright, so that means that the Sartan are watching, essentially, or they're at least waiting for the unification of the symbols. They expected it to be the Mensch who did it, not for the patrons to escape the labyrinth and do it. Which is probably what's going to be like the final twist in this game. It seems like it's setting up for us to go to Prion soon. And that apparently has giants. It has giants that guard the tower in the center, and we have to find a way to play some music to disable them. Yeah, cool. That was awesome. I will see you all in the next episode. Let's keep it up. Boop, boop, boop.